Boy, Chris Brown, is on a one-way crash course to prison. And I think that's where you want to be. This your boy Bush, y'all. Check this shit out. Now, after the whole situation with Chris Brown and Usher, they say it was over Tiana Taylor. I don't know how he got into it with Tiana Taylor, and the question I asked about that is where was her husband, her basketball superstar husband, who should have stepped in and handled that once it even got heated. But that's the thing about females that, have a strong voice and have a strong opinion and is not afraid to speak out or handle their business on their own. That puts their husband in a fucked up position, you feel me? Because now dude is in a situation, he thinking like, what am I, a punk? Like, why, he wondering why he couldn't be there to handle the situation. Tiana Taylor seemed like the type to be out on her own and go out without her man and get in situations against men. And that's not cool. So that's why if I ever get married again, I want a wife that want her husband around, that wants protection from her husband. I don't want no wife that's going to be out there fighting niggas and shit and putting herself in positions that's going to get me in some shit, you feel me? But that all went down. We talked about that. We reported on that. If y'all forgot about that, let me play that so y'all can give y'all a reminder.
This is Bullbot reporting to you from the lab. Usher hosted a birthday party for Chris Brown on Friday, but what was supposed to be a fun occasion devolved into chaos. Hollywood Unlocked reports that the two R&B superstars fought before the night ended. Usher organized and hosted the star-studded 34th birthday bash at Skate Rock City in Las Vegas. The whole thing was a huge surprise for Breezy. According to the outlet, an intoxicated Chris Brown became disrespectful to Tiana Taylor at some point during the evening. Attendees tried to intervene, including Usher. Apparently, Breezy also got mouthy with him, calling him a coward, and left the party. Usher followed Chris Brown outside to discuss what happened, and Brown's crew allegedly jumped the Lovers and Friends singer. The outlet reports that Usher ended up with a bloody nose after the scuffle. So far, none of the stars involved have confirmed or denied the incident took place.
Yeah, so there you have it. There was an incident and it went down. A lot of people saying and a lot of people not saying shit. But you know how this star life go. You don't want to be in the wrong circles. You don't want your politics to mess up your business. And that's why a lot of these stars got to keep their mouth shut. But anyway, Usher made a video, and just basically to show that it was all love, and he showed his face, he showed there was no injuries. Y'all check this out before we get into the next thing.
Hey yo, we're here having a great time. See y'all soon.
And this was at the Lovers and Friends get together or whatever concert right after. But now they pulling up footage of Chris Brown in some other situations. So you know how they trying to really alienize Chris Brown, or Chris Brown dumbass is getting himself caught up in these situations. What y'all think? I think he really want to be a gangster, or he don't know how to handle his security. He don't know how to handle his situations. Them drugs got him going. I don't know what the fuck it is, but here's a story on this next shit. Check it out.
Chris Brown was caught on camera in yet another confrontation. This, apparently, just a day after his dust-up with Usher, part of which was caught on video. New footage circulating online appears to show Chris aggressively trying to reach somebody across from him in what looks to be the backstage area of a venue. Per several blog accounts, this was purportedly taken during Missy Elliott's set Saturday night, and no details are out yet about this, including what led up to it, or who Chris may have been beefing with. We're working to confirm what exactly was going on here. However, on its face, it doesn't look good for CB, who was just in this exact type of sitch 24 hours earlier. Fortunately, based on what we can see in the video, it would seem cooler heads prevailed here, and nothing truly violent went down. It's unclear if this had to do with Usher, or speaking of him, Usher was clearly trying to telegraph a different narrative than what we'd been told about the skating rink birthday bash thrown for Chris the night prior, which allegedly turned brutal for Mr. Raymond. According to eyewitnesses we've spoken with, he looked totally fine last night, though, and was making sure to show off his face and the fact he appeared uninjured. Chris even came and did his set as well, with no sign of trouble on stage, or any mention of the alleged brawl that's said to have occurred. Here's the thing, we know Chris was pissed off on Friday night, and now, he once again seems to be pissed here. So, despite their best efforts, there's obviously friction in the air. Usher and company appear to be engaged in a nothing to see here act, but at some point, you gotta figure they might have to address this straight up, because the rumors are flying, and there's irrefutable video evidence of Chris acting up and coming across as belligerent. Luckily, despite the apparent drama behind the scenes, it sounds like Lovers and Friends was a success and went off without a hitch. And, if nobody comments on this any further going forward, perhaps it's safe to assume they've dealt with it privately or moving on. Here's hoping that's actually the case. 'Cause Chris and Usher are known to be, as many have noted, this wasn't the versus we were hoping for between these two.
You know, we've seen this situation before with R. Kelly, people like Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, different people with this accelerated amount of talent, this talent that greater than, you know, any other talent, this talent that was God given to them. And they go ahead and the talent makes their head bigger than fucking, I don't know what. The talent makes them think they could do whatever. The talent makes them think they're God, I think. I don't know. But like with Chris Brown, super talented guy, you know, first of all, his first mistake was joining the gang after he was already a star. And now you see what's going on. He got a pass with the Rihanna situation when he beat the brakes off Rihanna. Beat her so bad, it was just crazy. Beat the shit out of her so bad that it almost blackballed him. But his talent and money was able to get him out the trouble and keep him good. But it actually knocked him down to like, he could have been a real super duper star, but that incident knocked him down a little bit. But he was still out here getting money and he's still loved in the hoods. I mean, there was girls out there defending him after he beat the shit out of Rihanna. You feel me? But I'm going to tell you one thing, Chris Brown. You keep playing, you keep taking advantage of that talent, you're going to find yourself right where R. Kelly is, homeboy. And you a pretty one, too. Them dudes in there, they going to like that. And I don't give a fuck. I'm too old to pause. I got my girl. I'm straight with who I am. But I'm going to tell you right now, CB, them boys would love to have you in the can. So you better watch yourself, man. All that tough shit ain't gonna pay off. It's your boy Bush. Had to get that off my chest.